Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Hope all is well. Now in this video we're going to take a look inside Bill Cosby's prison cell where he is getting acclimated, and I believe he's going to be here for the duration, but they did say in the article that he's going to be here until they figure out what they're going to do with him, until he get his permanent home. But he's in a state-of-the-art facility. Alright, so let's just get into Bill Cosby. I'm going to show you the pictures in a second to where he's being housed, so you can get an idea of what life is going to be like for this guy. Because, like I said, he's went from a mansion to a prison cell. So for me, it's just going to take a lot for him to actually get settled in. It's going to be a shock to his system. But let me just read it. It says Bill Cosby awoke Wednesday in a room drastically different from anything in his Philadelphia mansion. A stark 9x12 cell inside the brain. Felon spent his first night in the State Correctional Institution Phoenix as inmate NN 7687 after a short stint at the county jail. So his inmate number again is N as in Nancy, so NN 7687 for those that want to send him mail. Now, Cosby is being kept alone, which is understandable, in a single cell in a unit adjacent to the prison's medical center. Now, the ultimate goal will be to integrate him into general population. Pennsylvania Department of Corrections spokeswoman Amy Warden, told the Post Tuesday night. He'll be there on an entry basis as we determine what programs he's eligible for. Now, the 3,830 bed Collegeville prison opened this past July 9th. It's a state-of-the-art facility. It features a non-denominational chapel, more than 30 classrooms for vocational and educational training, a barbershop, a law and recreational library. That's what I would be. That's where I would be located if I was him, in the law library. A law and recreational library, a mural arts program, and a gym. Now, Cosby can take classes in custodial maintenance, carpentry, restaurant services, and warehouse operations, and attend a sex offender treatment program, which he's required to do. Yeah, and it says here he's been ordered to undergo. Now, they said obviously we're taking into account the inmate's physical condition, their mental condition, but most people want to make a little money. Warden said of Cosby working is totally up to him. He's not going to work. I don't see him working. Maybe he might work, to pass the time, because he's going to need something to keep his mind occupied. So maybe he may want to pick up a trade. Pick up a job or something like that. This guy is college educated, all the way up to the doctorate level. He has a PhD. Will he want to pick up another vocation? Maybe, to pass his time. But he doesn't need the money. But he'll probably work maybe to just keep his mind occupied. So I can see him actually doing that. Then they said here there are a lot of rules prison operate under, a really tight time deadline. This is what Warden said of Cosby's day. There are 4 counts a day, and the inmates need to be in their cells at that time. Alright, so, and it said here that he will be holed up in SCI Phoenix for a short term before he's transferred to a state prison, determined by the DOC, Department of Corrections. That's the acronym. And to serve out his 3 to 10 year sentence. So like I said, the 3 to 10 years, he's eligible for parole in 3 years. Now, will he get that in 3 years? I'm not sure. I think it's likely as possible because of his age and things like that, but I could be wrong. Now, if I was him, I would rather stay in this facility here, but like I said, they said this is just a holding program, and I'm going to show you actually just a look inside, because BuzzFeed had a story. I'm going to show you this. BuzzFeed has a few pictures here so you can get an idea of what his life is going to be like in the short term. All right, so right here, you can go to BuzzFeed and see this for yourself, but I'm just going to show you for the purposes of this video. But here's Bill Cosby here, being escorted to his to that facility. Here it is right here. This is just like breezeway or whatever that the inmates go through. They got their bags probably coming from commissary. So yeah, here is Cosby here. They're actually showing his profile. His DOB, his date of birth is I got it wrong. His date of birth is 7/12/1937. He was born on July 12th, 1937. He's 5'11". Location Phoenix. So that's where you'll be able to send your mail to for right now. I don't know how long he's gonna be there, but so yeah, it's crazy. They got his profile together and everything. Now here is like maybe like an intake area right here, as you can see. So I guess they're gonna be wearing brown. I don't know. I guess that's their colors. And here is a look at some of the cells here. And as you see, they have tables, just like your normal everyday. It's nothing. It's just like your normal jail. Seems clean, but it's not a place where I would want to be. I tell you that much. It's not a place where I want to be, coming from an opulent lifestyle such as his. And I'm going to talk about that in the closing. All right, down here, you have a better look at it, a closer look at tables here. So that's Cosby again, thinking about things. They have a nice gym. I give them that. You know, they got their rack here. That's pretty decent. But I wouldn't want to be in there though. But hey, here's like, I assume, a dining area. This was just finished construction actually back in July. Ironically enough, around his birthday, it was done. Isn't that crazy? So this, I don't know what this is, just more cells, I guess, or something like that. Here's a look at the cell that he's probably in right now. As you can see, it's a very tight space. I hope he's not claustrophobic, but you get just your basic toilet, sink. Here's an area here where you can write and do things like that. As you see this bunk here, they give you a little mattress to go here, but as you see, it doesn't look comfortable. But that's pretty much what you get, man. You know, when you do something, you gotta, you know, what can I say? But I just wanted to show you that. So that's where he spent his first night, and that's where he's gonna spend some days until he gets to his permanent residence. Now, in closing, I just want to say that, you know, jail is no place to be. I mean, this guy, is a lot of things that was going through his mind. I just want to give you this disclaimer really quickly, because I think people are under the impression that I'm taking up for this guy, and I'm actually not. I like to look at legal cases from a different standpoint. I'm not saying all of these people are lying on him, because everybody doesn't tell the same story. Everybody doesn't say the same story about you, and it's not true. So that's all I wanted to say there. If he is truly guilty, then he's where he's supposed to be. And so I don't really have a dog in this race, man. I don't have a dog in this race, especially when it comes to Bill Cosby. But if he doesn't get acclimated, and if he has a hard time, it might essentially be a death sentence. It's a really shock to the system. But I just wanted to say this for people: if you're out there committing crime, this is where you're going to end up, in this state-of-the-art facility. There's nothing state-of-the-art about this facility for me. I'd rather be on the outside, trust me. But this is where you will end up. You know, here is a man that lived an opulent lifestyle, you know, nothing but opulence in his lifestyle for many, many years. He's 81 years old. He's supposed to be at the time in his life right now where he just sit back and retire and relax and just enjoy life, travel. You know, I'm sure he's used to that, but this is not the time of his life where he's supposed to be going to jail, where he is under the total control of someone. Someone is controlling him now. They telling him when he can eat chow. They're telling him what to drink, when to go out to wreck, you know, when the TV should be off, when the light should be off. This is what this is what he's gonna go through for the next 3 years of his life if he makes parole. So just let this be a lesson. If you're out there doing crime, this is your fate right here. Either that or the grave. And always tell people, if you're doing crime, there's a place for you. If you don't listen, if you're the type of person, you're a hothead, there's a place for you. Either in the cemetery before your time, or, and usually I don't even like to say that. I just like to say there's a jail for you, because we all don't know when we're gonna go. But I usually say that there's a place for you that they will welcome you, where you will have to get a job if you don't have money. And they're going to use you. You make pennies on a dollar and you make them rich. Essentially, it's slavery. But you have to know that going in. What happens in the darkness will come to light. And it seemed like that's what happened in this case. So that's all I got to say about it. If you like to comment, I'll read your comments below. As always, if you like my videos, please share. And don't forget to hit the subscription button. Until next video, take care.